Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. We wish you moments of joy and relaxation as you watch and listen to our videos. We are always here to share with you various aspects of life and health. Thank you for being with us. Please share your thoughts in the comments below, so we know you are here. Your support is a precious source of motivation, giving us the energy to create more valuable videos for you. Thank you so much. 5 best alternatives to nursing homes that provide more freedom and comfort. When old age needs warmth, not just a place to stay. Dear friends, have you ever wondered, what will my old age, or that of my parents and grandparents, be like? How will life unfold when health is not what it used to be? When simple tasks like cooking a meal or tidying up become more challenging? Perhaps you have considered a nursing home, a safe place with a dedicated care team. But is it the only option? Will you or your loved ones truly feel happy being away from the familiar warmth of home, losing the freedom to do what brings joy? Take a moment to imagine. Old age doesn't have to be lonely, nor does it have to mean living under strict routines. It can still be filled with laughter, peaceful mornings with a cup of tea by the window, heartwarming conversations with family, or even exciting adventures to explore new things. The key is that we have the right to choose a comfortable and meaningful life. If you are concerned about the future of your parents, your loved ones, or even yourself, don't rush to think that a nursing home is the only path. In reality, there are many other options that allow seniors to receive proper care while maintaining their freedom and happiness. Today, I want to share with you 5 alternatives to nursing homes, solutions that provide a more flexible living environment, ensuring not just safety, but also warmth and love. Let's explore them together. Red Heart. The first solution. Living at home with home care services. When home remains the happiest place. Do you remember that warm feeling when stepping into your own home after a long day? The familiar touch of the door handle, the comforting aroma of a home-cooked meal, and the little corners filled with cherished memories. Nothing can replace the feeling of "this is my home." For seniors, this sense of belonging becomes even more important. Old age is not just about care. It is about peace in a familiar space. But when health declines and simple tasks like cooking, cleaning, or even self-care become burdensome, is there a way to receive support while still maintaining freedom? The answer is home care services. Instead of leaving their beloved home for a nursing facility, seniors can receive dedicated and compassionate care right where they feel safest and happiest. What does home care provide? Home care services offer essential support including personal care, assistance with bathing, dressing, and maintaining personal hygiene, housekeeping, keeping the living space clean and organized for better comfort and mental well-being, meal preparation, ensuring nutritious, delicious meals tailored to health needs, medical care, reminders for medications and regular health checkups. But the biggest difference is not just these services. It is the quality of life this choice provides. A tale of 2 women, 2 choices, 2 different lives. Let's take a look at the story of Linda, 68, and Margaret, 70. 2 American women who once lived in the same community. 2 women, 2 choices, 2 different lives. Both Margaret and Linda had similar financial conditions. They once enjoyed a free-spirited life with friends and family. But as they aged, they started needing more assistance. And then, they each chose completely different paths. Margaret chose to move into a nursing home. At first, she believed that a nursing home would provide professional care and companionship with people her age. However, within just a few months, she realized her life was changing in ways she never expected. She lost her freedom. Her daily routine became restricted. She could no longer decide when to go outside or visit her grandchildren freely. Her finances drained. The high cost of living in a nursing home quickly consumed her savings, yet her quality of life declined. Her health deteriorated. Even with nurses around, her mental health suffered from being away from her familiar surroundings. She fell into deep depression. She felt lonely despite being surrounded by others. She missed home but couldn't return. Linda chose home care services. Linda, on the other hand, made a different choice. She decided to stay at home while receiving daily support from a caregiver. And that decision completely transformed her life. She remained as free as before. Every morning, she could go for a walk, meet her friends, visit the grocery store, or relax in her own garden without restrictions. She stayed close to her family. She could still hug her grandchildren whenever she missed them, feeling the warmth of their love every day. Her finances remained stable. Home care services cost significantly less than a nursing home, allowing her to enjoy her retirement without financial worries. Her health improved. With proper nutrition, daily exercise, and emotional support, she felt healthier, happier, and more full of life. One decision, two completely different lives. One woman slowly lost her joy and independence, while the other maintained happiness and peace in her own home. What would you or your loved ones choose? If there's a way to receive care while keeping your home and freedom, why settle for a restricted life in a nursing home? Home care services are not just a solution, they are a compassionate choice, allowing seniors to continue living with joy, dignity, and love. Stay with me. The best choice for your future awaits. Keep watching and stay with me until the end, because what I'm about to share might help you make a better choice for your life. Don't rush past this. The more you understand these solutions, the more control you'll have over your quality of life and well-being. Now, let's explore the second alternative, assisted living communities, where independence and happiness coexist. What does an ideal senior life look like? Have you ever wondered what the perfect senior life would be like? Would it be days spent alone in a small room, or joyful moments filled with warm conversations, engaging activities, and thoughtful care whenever needed? Aging doesn't mean giving up freedom. In fact, this stage of life should be about comfort, peace of mind, and security. If you or your loved one wants privacy, while still having access to support when needed, then assisted living communities might be the perfect choice. How does this model work? Seniors have their own private apartment or room, allowing them to live independently. Whenever assistance is needed, whether for medical care, meals, housekeeping, or personal tasks, trained staff is available to help immediately. They are surrounded by a warm, supportive community of peers, creating a sense of belonging. A variety of social activities like workshops, dancing, painting, and outings make each day fulfilling and meaningful. Why is this an ideal choice? Heavy checkmark a safe environment with on-site medical staff. No more worries about health concerns. Help is always available. Heavy checkmark a flexible, non-restrictive lifestyle. Unlike nursing homes, residents enjoy freedom to meet friends and engage in activities they love. Heavy checkmark social connection. Preventing loneliness. Community events help seniors reignite joy and form meaningful relationships. The story of Adam, a remarkable comeback. Let's take a moment to hear Adam's story. A 72-year-old American man who made the wrong choice at first. At first, Adam had a stable and enjoyable life. Although retired, he was still independent, active in his neighborhood, and frequently visited by his children and grandchildren. However, an old friend convinced him that a nursing home would be the best place for a worry-free life. No concerns about home maintenance or health. Following this advice, Adam decided to move into a nursing home, hoping for a more relaxed life. But reality wasn't what he expected. His daily routine became repetitive, lacking any excitement or engaging activities. He felt lost among strangers, with no one truly caring about how he felt. The atmosphere was too quiet, lacking the warm, cheerful conversations he once enjoyed. His health deteriorated due to a lack of movement and minimal family interactions. He developed severe joint stiffness from prolonged inactivity. Bedridden and receiving inadequate care, he suffered 2 large pressure ulcers on his back and hips. Every moment became excruciatingly painful. Whenever the medical staff cleaned his wounds, it felt like knives cutting through his flesh. The staff was rough and careless, causing him unbearable pain, so intense that he sometimes felt like passing out. A second chance at life. Seeing his suffering, his son decided to move him out of the nursing home and into an assisted living community. And in just a few months, something incredible happened. White heavy checkmark his wounds healed, thanks to proper medical care and physical therapy. He regained his ability to move and walk again. White heavy checkmark his spirits lifted, as he now had daily conversations and fun activities to look forward to. White heavy checkmark his health improved significantly, with proper nutrition, regular medical support, and a nurturing environment. White heavy checkmark life became meaningful again. He still had his freedom, but no longer had to struggle with the hardships of aging alone. The lesson here? Lightbulb old age isn't just about surviving, it's about truly living. And assisted living communities offer a place where the final years of life can be peaceful, fulfilling, and full of joy. A place where seniors can still be themselves, without ever feeling alone. Cherry Blossom, if you or a loved one is looking for a living arrangement that provides both comfort and care, consider an assisted living community. It might just be the perfect choice, where aging is embraced with warmth and love. Two hearts. Are you still with me? If you're still here and find this information valuable, leave a comment with the number 1 to let me know you're with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Your support helps us continue creating meaningful content to inform and inspire you. Next up, continuing care retirement communities, a lifelong home without uncertainty. Have you ever worried about life's unexpected changes? Have you ever asked yourself, if my health declines, where will I live? Who will take care of me? Will I have to keep moving from place to place, leaving behind everything familiar? Old age isn't just about seeking peace of mind, it's about having a long-term plan, a place to call home for life, without worrying about an uncertain future. If you or a loved one is looking for a stable, safe, and flexible senior living option, then Continuing Care Retirement Communities, CCRCs, might be the perfect choice. CCRCs, a lifetime home that adapts to your needs. Unlike traditional nursing homes or other senior living options, CCRCs provide a comprehensive care system that adjusts to each stage of aging. Small Blue Diamond Independent Living Phase. Seniors can enjoy an active, independent lifestyle in private apartments or houses, just like when they were younger. They can participate in social activities, travel, garden, read, and stay engaged in their hobbies. Small Blue Diamond Assisted Living Phase. As health needs change, they don't have to move elsewhere. Instead, medical support and daily assistance are gradually introduced, from help with daily tasks to more specialized healthcare services. Small Blue Diamond Skilled Nursing and Memory Care Phase. If a resident's health declines significantly, they still remain within the community, receiving around-the-clock medical care and specialized treatment in a safe and familiar environment. With a CCRC, there's no stressful moving, no fear of adjusting to an unfamiliar place. Just one home for life, filled with joy and peace of mind. Sparkling Heart, why choose a Continuing Care Retirement Community? White heavy checkmark, a long-term plan. No constant relocations. Life is unpredictable, but with a CCRC, seniors never have to worry about moving when their health changes. They can stay in a familiar, comfortable environment. White heavy checkmark, comprehensive amenities and services. A CCRC is more than just a place to live. It includes medical centers, fitness facilities, restaurants, recreational areas, libraries, and lush green gardens, making life more enriching and enjoyable. White heavy checkmark, a connected community. Never feel alone. Seniors build friendships with like-minded peers, share experiences, enjoy hobbies, and lead an active, fulfilling life, all in a caring, supportive environment. Let's listen to the story of Mrs. Eleanor, when one wise decision changed her entire old age. Mrs. Eleanor, 75 years old, once worried about her future. She lived alone in an old house filled with memories, but as her health began to decline, she encountered many difficulties in her daily life. She had considered a nursing home, but she was afraid that she would lose her freedom and her everyday routines. She also worried that if her health deteriorated further, she would have to move from one place to another, making everything uncertain. After much thought, she decided to move to a CCRC, a place that allowed her to maintain her independence while also providing long-term care planning. Pushpin, the positive changes Mrs. Eleanor experienced were: heavy checkmark, she still had her own private apartment and remained free to go about her daily activities and participate in her favorite hobbies. Heavy checkmark, she gained a new community of friends, always ready to share stories and enjoy life together. Heavy checkmark, when her health declined, She didn't have to move anywhere. The care services were adjusted to meet her needs exactly. Heavy checkmark. She felt at ease, with no worries about the future. Mrs. Eleanor found her lifelong home, a place that allowed her to live every moment fully without worrying about tomorrow. Are you looking for a place like this for yourself or your loved ones? If you want a senior life that is secure, flexible, and sustainable, a CCRC is a wonderful gift to give yourself or your cherished ones. Because old age is not just about living, it's about savoring each day in the most meaningful way. Are you still listening? If you're still with me and find this information useful, please leave a comment with the number 2 to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue to create valuable content that informs and inspires you. And here is the 4th solution for you to explore. Living together or in the granny flats model, when old age is still filled with love. Do you remember your childhood days, when the family gathered together, sharing meals, with laughter echoing through the house? For many seniors, nothing is more joyful than being close to their children and grandchildren, witnessing the growth of the next generation, and feeling the warmth of family every day. Let's listen to the story of Mrs. Eleanor, when one wise decision changed her entire old age. Mrs. Eleanor, 75 years old, once worried about her future. She lived alone in an old house filled with memories, but as her health began to decline, she encountered many difficulties in her daily life. She had considered a nursing home, but she was afraid that she would lose her freedom and her everyday routines. She also worried that if her health deteriorated further, she would have to move from one place to another, making everything uncertain. After much thought, she decided to move to a CCRC, a place that allowed her to maintain her independence while also providing long-term care planning. Pushpin. The positive changes Mrs. Eleanor experienced were heavy checkmark. She still had her own private apartment and remained free to go about her daily activities and participate in her favorite hobbies. Heavy checkmark. She gained a new community of friends, always ready to share stories and enjoy life together. Heavy checkmark. When her health declined, she didn't have to move anywhere. The care services were adjusted to meet her needs exactly. Heavy checkmark. She felt at ease, with no worries about the future. Mrs. Eleanor found her lifelong home, a place that allowed her to live every moment fully without worrying about tomorrow. Are you looking for a place like this for yourself or your loved ones? If you want a senior life that is secure, flexible, and sustainable, a CCRC is a wonderful gift to give yourself or your cherished ones. Because old age is not just about living, it's about savoring each day in the most meaningful way. Are you still listening? If you're still with me and find this information useful, please leave a comment with the number 2 to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue to create valuable content that informs and inspires you. And here is the 4th solution for you to explore. Living together or in the granny flats model, when old age is still filled with love. Do you remember your childhood days, when the family gathered together, sharing meals, with laughter echoing through the house? For many seniors, nothing is more joyful than being close to their children and grandchildren, witnessing the growth of the next generation, and feeling the warmth of family every day. But at the same time, everyone wants to have their own space, a little corner to enjoy tranquility when needed. So how can you maintain your independence while still having your family close by when necessary? The key solution is living with family or opting for the granny flats model. Granny flats, a model that is both cozy and private. If your family has enough space, seniors can choose to house with garden, live with their children and grandchildren, while having a separate area to ensure comfort for both sides. House with garden. Build a granny flat, a small house within the family compound, where seniors can live independently yet remain close to their loved ones. This model is becoming increasingly popular because it helps maintain family bonds without putting pressure on either the seniors or their relatives. Sparkling Heart. Why is living with family or in a granny flat such a wonderful choice? Because White heavy check mark. It preserves family bonds. Nothing is more precious than family love. Being able to see your grandchildren every day, sharing stories, and experiencing both joyful and sorrowful moments is the greatest gift of old age. White heavy check mark. You have loved ones close by to help when needed. There's no need to worry about health issues or daily activities because, whenever assistance is required, caring family members are always ready to support, comfort, and take care of you. White heavy check mark. It saves significantly on costs compared to nursing homes. The expenses at nursing homes can be very high, while living with family or in a granny flat can considerably reduce costs. Moreover, it ensures a better quality of life, thanks to the care and attention provided by your loved ones. Please listen to the story of Mrs. Helen, when the bond of family creates miracles. Mrs. Helen, 74 years old, once lived alone after her husband passed away. Although her son always wanted to place her in a nursing home for better care, she felt that doing so would make her lonely and separated from her family. Instead of choosing a nursing home, her family decided to build a small house within their compound, where she could live independently, while still staying close to her loved ones. Pushpin. How did Mrs. Helen's life change? Heavy check mark. She had her own space to live as she wished without affecting her son's family. Heavy check mark. Every day, she could still have dinner with her family, play with her grandchildren, and chat with her daughter-in-law. Heavy check mark. Whenever she needed assistance, her family was always nearby to help her. Heavy check mark. She no longer felt lonely and saved a great deal of money compared to living in a nursing home. After a few months, both her physical health and spirit improved significantly. She became happier, more active, and felt that her old age was still full of meaning. Have you ever thought about living close to your family, while still having your own personal space? The model of living with family or in granny flats not only brings comfort and convenience, but also helps nurture love and happiness. Old age is not just about living. It's about living with the love and care of your family. Two hearts. And here's another wonderful solution, the fifth option: co-housing or shared housing, where old age is filled with friendship, not loneliness. Have you ever felt that old age becomes quiet and lonely? Are there days when you wish to have someone to talk to, someone to share the small joys of life with? Loneliness is not an inevitable part of aging, because there are living models that help seniors find joy, connection, and friendship. If you want to live in an environment with peers, where you can share life and enjoy happy days together, then the model of co-housing, or shared housing, may be an ideal choice. Co-housing, a new life filled with warmth. Co-housing operates like a dormitory for seniors, where many people live together in one house, while still having their own private space. House with garden. Private space. Each person has their own room, ensuring comfort and freedom. House with garden. Common living areas. The kitchen, living room, garden, and other shared spaces are where everyone can converse, dine, and share everyday moments. House with garden. A connected community. Living together helps reduce feelings of loneliness, with someone always by your side to share, support, and accompany you. Sparkling heart. Why is the co-housing model such a wonderful choice? Because, white heavy check mark, it creates a warm community environment. Instead of long empty days, you enjoy shared meals, lively conversations, and laughter that fills your heart with happiness. White heavy check mark. It reduces living costs. Sharing expenses for rent, meals, and daily living costs helps alleviate financial pressure, while still maintaining a high quality of life. White heavy check mark. It sustains social life and a joyful spirit. Meeting and interacting with new friends helps seniors feel youthful, enthusiastic about life, and motivated to fully enjoy their golden years. Are you still with me? If you're still following along and find this information useful, please leave a comment with the number 3 to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. Your support helps us continue to create valuable content that informs and inspires you. Let's listen to the story of Mr. Richard, when friendship creates miracles. Mr. Richard, 76 years old, once lived alone after his wife passed away. At first, he thought he could get used to the quiet, but as the long days went by, he began to feel empty. One day, a friend introduced him to the co-housing model for seniors. Initially, he was hesitant, but then he decided to give it a try, and that decision changed his entire life. Pushpin, what made Mr. Richard's new life different? Heavy checkmark. Every day, he would wake up and have a companion for breakfast and conversation. Heavy checkmark. He participated in shared activities such as playing chess, gardening, cooking, and taking walks with friends. Heavy checkmark. His spirits lifted, and his health improved noticeably. Heavy checkmark. He no longer felt lonely, and instead found joy in forming new relationships. Now, Mr. Richard no longer lives alone. He lives in a second family, where he always has friends by his side, sharing the most meaningful moments of his golden years. Have you ever considered living in a community of like-minded friends? Old age doesn't have to mean living a quiet, solitary life. It can be filled with laughter, warm family meals, and endless conversations. Imagine a beautiful afternoon where you sit with friends, sipping tea and reminiscing about old stories. Isn't that a wonderful way to live? Conclusion: what is the best choice? When old age is a journey of complete love. Dear friend, if you or a loved one are stepping into a new chapter of life, you might be asking yourself, where is the best place to live when old age comes knocking? The truth is, there is no one-size-fits-all answer, because everyone has different circumstances and desires. But what matters most is choosing a life that brings comfort, freedom, and happiness. A place where every morning you wake up feeling at peace, unburdened, never alone, and always loved and cared for. So, what is the most suitable solution for you or your loved ones? If you cherish familiarity and want to continue living in your own home, choose home care services or the granny flats model. You can still enjoy the comfort of your own home with the added support you need as you age. If you want to remain independent but need a little support with daily activities, the assisted living or co-housing models might be the ideal choice. You don't have to worry about overwhelming tasks while still maintaining a free, active, and meaningful lifestyle. If you are looking for a long-term plan that ensures you receive the best care even as your health changes, Continuing Care Retirement Communities, CCRCs, will provide you with absolute peace of mind. Glowing Star: the most important thing is quality of life. No matter which option you choose, what matters isn't just where you live, but whether you are happy. Heavy checkmark: do you feel free and unrestrained? Heavy checkmark: can you do the things you love and meet the people you care about? Heavy checkmark: do you feel that your life is still meaningful and complete? Because old age doesn't mean coming to a halt. It is a new journey where you can savor every moment, nurture joy, and continue to live fully as yourself. Two Hearts: a message for you and your loved ones. If you are looking for the best solution for yourself or your parents, don't just consider convenience or cost. Think about your emotions, happiness, and the quality of your life. Take the time to talk with your loved ones, listen to their wishes, explore the available options, and together create the best living environment for old age. And you know what? No matter where you choose to live, happiness always lies in the simplest things: a warm family meal, a peaceful afternoon in your familiar garden, or a heartfelt conversation with peers. Thank you for taking the time to listen, and join us on the journey of exploring the 5 best alternatives to nursing homes that provide more freedom and comfort. We hope these insights have helped you feel more at ease and have given you the motivation to shape the course of your life and health. If you find this video useful, please leave a comment and share your experiences. Who knows, your story might help someone else. We eagerly look forward to hearing from you. Please leave a comment below about what you learned today and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your feedback is very important to us, so don't hesitate to share. Reading your comments is a huge source of encouragement for us. If you find this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support enables us to continue creating quality content that informs and inspires you. Remember, old age is not an endpoint, but a new love-filled journey. Wishing you a peaceful and happy life. Sparkling Heart. See you in the next video.